everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome to kdublove. My name is Kelly. I am a clairvoyant metaphysical minister, and I am your host today. And this is my show that I direct and I produce and I write. Someone thought that I was just a little puppet being pulled by, oh my God. If you knew me, you'd know how funny that was. If you knew me. And all of you guys out there, most of you know me personally, and you know how funny that statement is. Anyway, here is my email, which is kdublove@gmail.com. Please write me and tell me questions, comments, or if you would like a private reading. I'm in the Southern California area, and email me about that, and I can tell you how that works. Okay, yeah, that was ugly. When someone goes, oh, so some guy, you gotta, I'm like, no, it's my show. Hi, you guys. Welcome to the show. Okay, today's show is called Hurt. And, right, okay, so it's called Hurt, and I'm wearing this pretty pink bra because it makes me happy. And I've gone through a lot of hurt. I called it, it's really on pain, you know, pain, like emotional pain. But I always think of that song by 9 Inch Nails, Hurt. And one of my best friend Ruben is a huge 9 Inch Nails fan. And I think of that song, Hurt. And Trent Reznor is a genius. And that Johnny Cash, who I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan. Yeah. Later covered, and that amazing, and just how raw it is and how beautiful it is, and so I called the show Hurt. So anyway, yeah, so the show is called Hurt, and you know, of course, we all go through pain, and I've recently gone through some pain, and it's interesting. I went through a lot of pain. I did a real soul searching way before I even had the idea for this show a year ago. And I finished, I was doing like a writing workbook, and through Phil McGraw, Dr. Phil. And it was really, really intensive. And it really made me go inside. I'm going to start crying. It really made me go inside and figure out, you know, what the core feelings are and where they come from. And there's not one. There's not one. And it wasn't like I don't want to say it was a good childhood. It was good and it was bad. My parents got divorced. So I had two different families, you know, two different things going on. I had several different things going on. Most of us did. I know some people that went through way worse. I know some people who went through some way worse later. I know people that didn't go through as much, but it affected them more. We all go through what we go through. You know what I mean? And some of that stuff came up recently because, you know, we don't all want to go, well, that's what happened to me. The way we grew up is what we do. We're always reenacting these little things in our life today, trying to fix those things. So that's why we always go back to our childhood. It's interesting. We try and fix, you know, we subconsciously try and fix things from our childhood with actions today as adults. And it's interesting because, you know, even, you know, you can go to therapy and go to all these classes and meditate and da-da-da, but until you're still going to have pain. You're still going to have memories. You're still going to know things, and it's going to be painful and sad sometimes, and you're going to feel I feel, you know, this whole social media thing, you know, I'm sure people think I'm so popular and that I'm such a lone wolf. It's disgusting. Like, I love to be alone. I love to be by myself. But it's a real facade, and I think that people are alone more because of social media. Did you, it's interesting. This is so interesting point. I guess Facebook is actually, and if you think it through, it makes sense. Now, this doesn't apply to my mother, who is a lot older. She had me and my brother a lot older, but and there was only 36 in her graduating class, and so they're very close. And they actually, it was an interesting story with that, is that they all went on to be super, super educated, crazy people, and they're kind of from a small southern town, which you wouldn't expect that. But anyway, and so they're pretty close, but they're not like close like me and my friends are. I think we're closer, but the point is that Facebook, because of Facebook now, people don't go to their class reunions as much. So that's interesting, only because of Facebook, you don't have to go out and to see people. You can just go into your computer, and people aren't socializing as much, and it gives you the false reality of contacting and being with friends when you're not. I think there's really something to be said for sitting down and having a convo with someone over a cup of coffee, or going and watching a sunset with someone, and just taking it all in. And people aren't getting out as much because of that. They're not going to their class reunions because they see, like, okay, they're not having a serious. They're only letting you see what they want. And I think that's true in real life too, but even more on Facebook, which is interesting. Which again gets back to the facade of, everyone's lonely but me. I'm the only lonely one. No one's lonely but me, and everyone has these great lives, but this. We all have pain, and we all have hurt, and we go through life and we're going to hurt and have pain. So the miracle and the silver lining in that is that I am here to acknowledge and validate for you. Those are some really heavy, sad feelings, and I'm so sorry that you have to go through them. And I understand. Email me about it, and I'm here for you. I want to know and help you, and I want you to know that you're not alone. And I think that helps. And I think that knowing we're not alone helps. And there's so many, resources is that without, there's so many resources now for, problems and hurting and things like that. And so many different, not social groups, but, like there's AA, or there's, you can go if you think you're gay and a teenager, or you're a widow, or, whatever, a loved one has died, grievance counseling. There's so much you can go to, and there's so many resources out there, and they're there for a reason. So, and maybe there isn't a resource for you. Maybe you're just sad. Maybe you don't like your life, and maybe you need to look at it and figure out what you want to do. And it doesn't have to be something spectacular. We live in this world where everyone wants to be a rock star or a superstar. And that's not for everybody. Maybe you just want to read books. Maybe you just like to go to the movies, and you want to be a cook at a restaurant. And you want a girlfriend, and you can't find one. We're all looking to be loved. That's all we're looking for. So, anyway, I get it. We're all looking for a family. It's interesting when most cults, like Charles Manson, like the family. You know, they'll be your family, because that's what people are looking for, truly. Like, even when you're looking for a mate, you're looking to make a family. So that's all we're looking to do, is find our tribe and find a family. Interesting. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My show on Hurt. Here is my email, kdublove@gmail.com. I'm totally here for you guys. Thanks so much for coming. Bye-bye.